What's up, boys? Week 7 recap coming at you. Let's see. I spent about the last 15 minutes trying to get what I thought was a funny bit lined up for this video. Turns out you can't play music and record a video on here at the same time, which is really dumb. But I thought it'd be funny if I came in with the Carpenters, Rainy Days and Mondays, even though it's Tuesday. Always get me down. But just envision that for like 5 seconds, laugh, and then we'll move on. All right, glad you enjoyed that. All right, back to the Week 7 recap. All right, it's we're past the halfway point. We're getting down there, boys. A lot of interesting things happened this week. A lot of people got hurt. A lot of people had players do really well that shouldn't have, and vice versa. So I guess let's just dive right into it. And as a surprise for you all, I am bringing back weekly now the magic number. So now every team will have a magic number associated with them, which indicates how many games or how many weeks they need to win and how many losses the team in 7th place needs to have. So keep in mind that, just because, hold on. Sorry, I'm not prepared. I think Nate is in 7th. No, Matt's in 7th, excuse me. So this week, Matt's in 7th, and he has 4 losses. Next week, if Matt is no longer in 7th, it's just whoever is in 7th is that their amount of losses, so it can change. It's not super complicated, but in case you really want to know how the math works, that's how it works. So let's dive right into it. And we have, let's start with the shitty matchup, honestly. I mean, I guess technically it was close because it was within 7-8 points, but Nick beat Don 95.98 to 87.86. And no, Don did not get the weekly low score. I know. You're all thinking, how is that possible? How can somebody possibly score lower than 87 points? They must have just scored under 87. We'll get to that in a minute. Nick, he is on a tear of facing I don't know if it's a tear of facing dog shit teams or if it's a tear of facing teams that just choke when they play him. But he's up to 6-1. He's got a firm hold on first place. Don has the reverse record of 1-6, and he's in 9th place. Let's take a look at the matchup here. Josh Allen for Buffalo did well for Nick, 21 points. Michael Thomas, 22 points, helped having Kamara out. And other than that, nothing great. Kelsey got him 10 points. His kicker got him 12 points, which is the 3rd highest scorer on his team, if that tells you anything. He sat something called C. Edmonds, running back for Arizona, that got 35 points. I didn't even know that was a thing. Not sure why he's rostered, and if you're going to have him, why wouldn't you start him? But whatever. Hey, you won, I guess. Who am I to judge? Don, on the other hand, his highest scoring player was his defense. Jacksonville had 20 points. Garrett Everett got him 15, Amari Cooper 15, Tom Brady 12, Terry McLaughlin 2 points, Mohamed Sanu, the new New England Patriot, one of Tom Brady's now 37 options, 1 point. Just kind of a dog shit week overall for Don. But yeah, and magic numbers. Nick has is at 3, so he needs to win either 3 games or have 3rd place lose 3 games, or a combination of that. Don's magic number is 8. Not a good number to have in week 7, or after week 7. Next matchup. I know you're just reeling your mind. You're like, well, what the hell, Founder? You said somebody got lower than Don. Like, how is that possible? The next matchup will answer that question. And I don't have the numbers to back it up, but at one point I had a record of all of the seasons of the league and the scores and everything. And I am 99% sure that the lowest score we ever had was like low to mid 70s. Like I don't know the number, but it was low to mid 70s. Mitch, 65 points this week. 65 goddamn points. Hell, we've almost seen 65 points out of a couple players this year. Just awful. Easily locks up the weekly low score by 1.5 miles. I don't even know why Corey put together a lineup, but he did. Didn't need to. But yeah, Mitch, that sucks. I mean, you had your 2 wide receivers got you 2 points combined. That's bad. Your running backs got you, well, I don't know why I'm telling Mitch this. He knows. Everybody else. Mitch's running backs got 10 points combined. His tight end, 5 points. His flex, 8 points. His kicker, 15 points. His quarterback, 17 points. Chicago's defense, 6. I mean, in his bench, everybody was on a bye, which I guess is probably part of the reason, but still, 65 points, that's awful. But he's still in 4th place. So 4-3 and in 4th place. He loses to the almighty Corey, who is also 4-3, but is in 5th place. So even though Mitch only put up 65 points and Corey put up 140 this week, he still couldn't pass Mitch, which, again, just shows you how great Corey's team is. He had DeAndre Hopkins, 26 points. Darren Waller, 32 points. New England's defense, god damn it anyways, 27 points. Both teams have a magic number of 5. They're right next to each other. Yeah, let's move on. Let's go next to Matt and Perk, the battle of the Matthews. One with 2 T's, one with 1 T. Perk squeaked out a win here this week by 9 points, 91-102. Matt is 6-1 and in 2nd place. Matt is 3-4 and in 7th place. So he's this week, since he's 3-4, we're using 4 losses as one of the variables in that formula. Matt, 91 points. That's not good. I mean, it's good enough for Nick, but just average weeks out of everybody except for David Johnson and Kenny Golladay. David Johnson, 0.2 points. I don't know why you'd start a guy who's going to have 0.2 points. That's kind of a bad choice on your part, Matt. Perk, on the other hand, just 102 points. I mean, not a whole lot better. Dak Prescott had 21 points. He should have started Jared Goff, but whatever. His defense scored the most points, 24 points, the Rams against Atlanta. But hey, yeah, you had Will Fuller, who's doubtful, or who must have got hurt or something. I don't know. I was at an auction all day, so I didn't really watch any football. Priorities, Bought some sweet shit, though. Yeah, Matt Novak's magic number is 6. So he needs to have a combination of 6 wins and 6 losses by him. And Perk has his magic number is 3. It was a joke, sorry. I'm tired. Don't yell at me. Next, let's look at Nate and Father. Nate sneaks up into the playoff hunt, or into the playoffs, I should say. Nate wins this week by 30 points, 141-111 over Father. Nate is now 3-4 and in 6th place. Dennis is 1-6 and in 10th place. Dennis, it's not looking good, dude. You, again, should have traded me Saquon Barkley when you had the chance. I have no sympathy for you at all. Nate had a pretty solid week. I think he had the most points because I think, what did I say? Corey had 140, I think is what I said. Wrong sheet. I don't fucking care that much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Doesn't matter. Nate had good week out of pretty much everybody. Lamar Jackson, 23 points. Dalvin Cook, 27. Zeke, 27. Double digits out of pretty much everybody except for Kerryon Johnson, who sounds like he's going to be out. He sat his boy Aaron Rodgers, who he wasted a 5th-round pick on or whatever, and he sat him. Rodgers had 43 points. Granted, you won, so that's fine, but you think you'd want the insurance, especially when you're spending, if you're going to draft the first quarterback in the whole entire draft, you should start him. Especially when he's playing Oakland. Oh, Claire's texting me. I don't know. Dennis, bad week out of pretty much everybody. Allen Robinson did good. That was about it. His quarterback did horseshit. His running backs did horseshit. His tight end did horseshit. Yeah. 111 points. Usually keeps you in it in our league this year, but not this week. Dennis, again, in last place. His magic number is 8. Nate's in 6th place, and his magic number is 6. And it looks like we are down to the last matchup of the week, which is usually what do I call it? The featured matchup or just the matchup of the week. I don't know, whatever. And it features Brandon and myself. Cool. Yeah, fuck this thing. I don't fucking get it. Like, I have Marvin Jones. The only thing I was hearing when I was at that auction the other day was Marvin Jones touchdown, Marvin Jones touchdown, Marvin Jones touchdown, Marvin Jones touchdown. And he even dropped one too, I think. 43 points. I'm like, pfft. I didn't even look at my matchup, I think, until Sunday night. I was like, fuck, it's fine. Oh, Matt Ryan got hurt? Weird. Oh, weird. Calvin Ridley got 7 fucking points? Sweet. Your tight end got 6 points? Awesome. Your kicker? Well, who gives a shit about kickers? But god damn it. And I had Buffalo's defense against Miami, and they fucking barely, they let them get 21 points. 119 points. Wasn't enough to beat Brandon, which most weeks it is. But I don't know. Him and his ESPN crew must have got together and got all pissed off because Brandon scored the most points this week. 143. Latavius Murray, which, fuck you, Brandon. You drop, who the hell did you drop? Demaryius Thomas, I think? And you pick up Latavius Murray. And he gets you the most points. That's I mean, I don't know how you sit in that deer stand with that horseshoe up your ass. I mean, seriously. You shoot all my big 10-point bucks. You snipe me out of wins, even though I beat you last week by over 100 points in our family league, which, oh, weird how Brandon didn't say anything about that. I fucking killed him like 120 something to 215 or whatever. But of course, nobody talks about that. It's just, Sony Michel, fucking 22 points. I needed him to get hit by a bus last night while carrying the football, no less, as Nate pointed out. Because, of course, I didn't realize that he was already beating me last night. Just fucking stupid, Gardner Minshew. Who the fuck starts Gardner Minshew? He's not that good. He's a flash in the pan. Just dumb. Just fucking stupid. Whatever. Brandon's in third at 5-2. I'm in 8th, 2-5. Brandon's magic number is 4. My magic number is 7, which who gives a shit. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep the magic numbers up to date. I don't think there's any updates as far as the league goes. Just make sure you keep doing your bids. As a reminder, I know I say it every week, but top 6 spots make playoffs. And do remember that this year we are having the license plate go to the person who loses the toilet bowl. That was voted on. So remember, even if you make the toilet bowl, which granted there's still 5 weeks for me and Dennis and Don and Matt to try to climb out of it, which we probably won't, we still have something to play for, or not to play for, I guess. Yeah, so congrats everybody on the wins except for Brandon, and we will talk to you next Tuesday. See ya.